How is it only female lips need chapstick constantly, whereas no dude I've ever met or respected needs chapstick all right?
Respected.
Are you a chapstick boy?
Man, look at
No
me.
fucking
My
way
pale
you
skin
are.
needs something.
Yeah, but there's no way
No,
you're
no.
out there with the rugby boys.
Oh, no. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
So loud.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Like we all brought you here. Yes.
No, I don't. I don't.
You can give me some more juice in the ears. Just the sound effect was super loud. Yeah, everything else I had going on is awesome. Keep going. I got nothing in my ears. Keep going. Keep going. Cool. All right. So let me go ahead. That will introduce. So it's what we got this episode of the Umso podcast. This one's a little special. Bit of a late night. Had a drink or two, and or whatever. And we have a Would You Rather game thrown in by the fans of our lovely guest, Maddy Forberg.
What's up, everybody?
And her companion, Luke Lewis.
Oh, wow.
Well done,
Thank you.
Gary.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks,
Fucking well
guys.
done,
Wow.
bro.
Thanks.
Feels
Live
good to be
studio
here.
audience here at Dope.
Yes.
That's excellent. I hope they're the same canned laughter from all the TV shows. So all those people are dead.
That's a terrible thought.
Your laugh tracks are super weird.
It really turned me off from That 70s Show, a show I greatly loved, until someone pointed out the laugh track.
You know, I can't do
that
any
was
show
me.
with laugh track.
No,
No
that's all you
fucking
think
way.
about. Fuck.
I don't need you to tell me when shit's
don't-
funny. Maybe
don't
just
tell
be
me.
funny.
Well, like
Yeah.
when was it actually recorded? Like what?
So allegedly, I don't believe it's true, but I like the falsehood better than the truth. So the old story is that all the laugh track that's on TV is the laugh track that was originally recorded like in the 40s. And so they
40s.
just
Okay.
use it again because they recorded it.
They're brown bread.
So the weird part is that all those people would be dead
They're dead.
Right.
But they live on through
through their
Through
laughter.
their
Yeah, there we
laughter.
go.
Moment of
Yeah.
silence.
A moment of silence for them.
Rip.
And great.
And scene.
They've done great though. Killing
Do you
it.
think they still make money from that, though?
Like their estate? Like the Grand Laugh Estate? Like my grandpa and his laughter is what's
Yeah,
got us all
maybe.
these horses
Just
and
pass it on.
stables we're now hanging out in?
Do you think that's something
No
your family
way.
would brag about? Like, hey, you ever hear that show? My
Yeah.
grandpa's laugh in the 3 seconds in.
Well, how about it be weirder if it was all one person laughing in different tones? What a disaster
I
that
don't like
sounds
that at all. No.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and fire this off. Yeah, so Maddy got asked, would you rathers on the old Instagrams, and we're going to see if you people fucking let us down.
Warning, there is a lot of parent fucking.
Yeah, apparently people are interested in
if-
parent banging.
If you don't like that, then fuck
We'll
off.
probably skip them because they're not that funny to talk about. A. Olsen Fitness. Be naturally strong or naturally aesthetic. 100% naturally strong.
Naturally strong.
Strong.
'cause
Yeah.
We'd all pick that.
Aesthetic is, you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
relative.
aesthetic's an opinion.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely.
Right.
Relative.
So, like,
could-
what's aesthetic?
You could be shredded as fuck, and somebody would still comment, "Fuck you, you suck." You know,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
naturally
like,
strong is way better. That's measurable. You know?
yeah, but I don't know, man. Would you rather, like, so let's say, would you rather be naturally strong, and so, like, or like you have to be an uggo?
yeah. Are you like really fat?
Yeah, like I'm not
extremely
saying,
fat.
like, and I just mean you're just not a good looking person.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
what's
you're
the
strong
trade-off?
and unattractive or naturally shredded? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. So either
But
strong and unattractive.
this is saying, though,
Or-
that somebody that's naturally strong can never get
Would
in
you
shape.
rather be Brian Shaw or be Julian
But
Smith?
Brian Shaw is...
Well,
Brian Shaw.
well, I mean,
Brian Shaw's
One of
in
those is
shape now.
very sure, of course, but one of those is a very attractive person. Or fucking Robert
it's
Oberst is
subjective.
easy.
I don't know, because in the world we
Like-
live in, 2021 is very body positive. You know,
Right. But we also still know that Brad Pitt's hot. It's not like we're like, we don't know the difference between Brad Pitt and Carl Winslow from The Father on Family Matters. These are different looking humans.
I mean,
we're aware
yeah.
of it.
if it's
I-
between strong and ugly or naturally aesthetic, yeah, you choose naturally aesthetic.
I would choose strong.
I would choose strong.
I've
still
grown up.
choose?
I've grown up thinking I was ugly, and so I had to get by on everything else.
Oh man,
Yo, that's a fucking great move, by the way.
You know?
Same thing that worked for me, like growing up fucking chonk as shit. You end up You end up like developing a
Shocking
personality
shit.
and like able to joke and do things because no one's hanging out with you because you're good looking.
Right.
All the fucking hotties that I went to high school with, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They've got MLMs.
Yeah, it's going great. Selling Herbalife.
Hey,
Yeah.
girl.
Still living in sulfur.
Boss lady.
Fuck,
What,
man,
what do
it's
you
not
think,
for me.
Mookie Lou? What would you choose?
Oh, I'd go naturally strong.
Right.
You can
Naturally
definitely
strong.
get in shape. Like, how would you define naturally aesthetic?
You know what's really shitty if we just say what's kind of rough is all of us have both.
Well, you know what? If you compare people that compete in like natural bodybuilding and like not naturally bodybuilding, they don't look as good.
No,
I'll
you're
be
not
honest.
wrong.
Like at least for men, you compare the two and you can tell that they're supernatural. Not
Oh, for
supernatural,
sure.
but super space natural.
Yeah.
So I don't
Big
know.
difference.
Yeah, I don't understand why people have a deal with drugs anyway. I don't understand it whatsoever.
I don't think it's anyone else's goddamn business.
But I just also, like, I don't understand, like, why do we have a line of like, yo, it's really cool that we take this because it makes us better, but we're not allowed to take that makes us
Right.
better. Or it's like, it's too much. like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm allowed to take things that make me better, but not the really good stuff, which is, it's the same fucking mentality that I have a problem with, like, how weird massages are in our country. So, like, I can fully pay someone to come and touch me because it feels good, right? But not too good.
Not
And
nope.
they're not allowed to touch me everywhere.
Well, that's
Like,
the
it's
American
so-
thing.
But it's such weird fucking made up bullshit
Yeah.
line that we decide that can't be crossed.
Yeah. Well, like, why is Tylenol acceptable, but like shrooms or like even Adderall are not totally acceptable? Like, you can take Adderall, but you got ADHD. Like,
Yo.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Get your shit together. Tylenol, you got a headache? Just take 7 of them. Who even
Yeah.
cares?
Stomach ulcers, don't worry about it.
Whatever.
Yeah, like I mean, if there's chemicals that exist that make you better, why would we be weird about that? I guess that
Yeah.
like throws me off now of like what is the benefit to now. With that said, like if you want to use whatever to get better, I'm into it. But if now you want to go compete against people that don't,
Yeah, I think that's
you're a
super
twat.
bogus.
Yeah.
You're a fucking twat.
Yeah.
Well, I think even
There are
lying
plenty
about it.
There are plenty of
Yeah.
other options if that's your plan.
Right. There's so many
Yeah.
places to go compete. Like if you want to compete, I'm also glad that if there's people who don't want to, there's a place for them.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I've always competed drug free, and even now in my like bodybuilding, whatever, I'm still natural, but I'll never say like, oh, I'm always gonna be that way because I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do in a week from now.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like who
Maybe
cares?
that changes in 2 years.
Whatever.
Also,
Yeah, who cares?
last time I checked, it's your body.
Right.
I don't get a fucking vote. And since you didn't ring me up and ask, hey, what do you think about
do you
this
think,
thing I'm
man?
doing? I'm going to go ahead and shut the fuck up and have a Coke. Like, why would I like need to fucking let me reach out to her and tell her what I think on this
No.
thing she
'Cause it's
didn't
very
ask me
important.
about?
There's enough
fuck.
people that do that.
What a bizarre phone call that would be. Like I pick up my phone. Oh, Matt's calling me. Hey,
Yeah.
I'd like to
Maddie,
give you some unsolicited advice.
classic.
What an asshole. Classic Vincent. Karth hiking. Hiking off. Karth hiking off.
Carth hiking off?
Karth hike. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a
Cart
terrible-
hiking.
It's a terrible
Bruce
name.
Lee. Let's just call it
It's
Bruce,
Bruce
Lee.
Lee.
All right. Have all the money in the world or get true love. Back to what we were just talking about, basically. The same question is for me is the $1 billion or Bonnie. And now you've made me reconsider.
I told you immediately you made the wrong choice. I was like in the gym and I saw your story. I was like, "Pff, sweet, but you chose wrong.
I don't know, man. Like at some point, the money thing, like it by itself wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
Like having someone to do things with is so much cooler than doing shit by yourself. Having a bunch of money and getting to do stuff with someone you like is the coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and for me,
Are you?
I'm
you-
what?
I was just thinking about the question more. Are you poor with the true love, or do you have like an average
Yeah,
amount
we
of
would
money? Like,
fall-
because you're
I'm
like
allowed
you
to
can
still fucking work.
like because like you said you could do
Yeah,
things
right?
with the person
So-
you love. I'm like, well, can you afford to do things? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and for my scenario, like having a partner like Luke It makes me want to work harder because like we enjoy working
Oh,
together.
right.
So that
Right.
already means that I'm making more money.
Right. Yeah. You guys are
Yep.
I
motivated
don't
by
need
each
to
other.
have all the money in the world. I got this dude, and we're making bank as it is.
You dude.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
the same way I fucking feel about it.
Really? Because you posted
Not what
different.
you said earlier.
No. $1 billion though, man.
$1 billion is pretty sweet.
Having that amount of money is really fucking cool.
Yeah, but does it mean then that you're a billionaire living totally alone?
I don't think.
Loveless.
No. You said no true love, so you could have hookers. You
yeah,
can
that
order in
wouldn't
all
be
the
a that
handles
wouldn't
you're
be a
looking for.
problem. Yeah.
Just Hando.
Also, last time I checked, if you have $1 billion,
that should have been the question.
Just Handos.
if you've got a couple $1 billion, vagina will find you.
For sure. It's not true love. You're never satisfied.
It's just not true love. You didn't say satisfied. These are very different.
No. I'm talking about your heart.
Feelings.
Your
Oh.
heart satisfaction. You always have a hole
Your heart
there.
boner is never
Yeah.
fulfilled.
You could fake it. Just take some Molly, hang out. You're like, I did love her. Not anymore.
This one.
I don't see a downside to this.
I
to either of
appreciate
these.
this question, though. It's creative. And neither are related in any way.
Well,
Yeah,
I've
it's very
eaten
strange.
squid.
Yeah.
Calamari that's like the same thing, right?
So like,
Yeah,
you're-
but uncooked.
Yeah.
okay, we better read this.
I'm
all.
assuming this is like
All right, the death
a live
lifter.
one.
The death lifter. Oh man,
He looks jacked.
I guess. Become Darth Vader or eat an entire squid.
So you're Darth Vader forever. Like that's you.
Being Darth Vader's not that fucking cool. He's like upper management.
Yeah.
He's
Also-
cruising around in a fucking mask all the time forever.
Also, squids
He's
can
totally
vary
upper
a lot in
management. He's not a
size.
king.
True.
You could like get a squid this big, or a
He
giant
works for
squid that
people.
you have to eat for like months.
I never thought of it like that.
or years. Like
Going
what
to
size
work.
squid?
Can I take a break from eating the squid if it's a huge one?
Or it's
I
like
don't-
that breakfast, lunch, dinner squid.
Constantly.
I don't
I
think
just
entire squid
chuck a piece
is.
off?
He's such a bummer.
I think we'd still be talking about like calamari.
Oh, okay.
Like eat a whole squid the same way like eat a fish. This isn't like a 20-pound squid we have to eat.
I fucking eat the
why-
squid.
We have no idea what he was thinking.
How is
Yeah, let's
this
call
a
it.
question in somebody's mind? Like,
It's a good one. I appreciate the
at
really
what
weird
point
ones.
they gone, you know what?
I just
I love
envision
both of
like
these
a
things.
raw, huge squid, and you just got a fork.
Or is it like you have to go out, you have to
Man,
go
that'd
into
be
the
a
ocean,
bummer.
Catch your own.
catch your own squid?
Catch your own
But
squid.
what's if
then
you
you
have to
eat.
catch the squid, what do you have to do different to become Darth Vader?
Yeah, that's true. Like it's
But-
everything
So,
else
like, then
normal
you're
in my life, but everyone
crusty-
knows I'm
you have
Darth
a
Vader.
crusty face. Like being Darth Vader's not that cool. Like you got the Force,
Just
But
keep
you're
the
also a
helmet on.
huge
also,
dick.
a huge dick.
yeah. Are you put in that universe, or is just you're Darth Vader in your current life?
Oh, it's a good
Oh,
question.
Sick. Now that's a totally different ball game.
Right?
Because then I've got the Force. You got to wear that get up all the time though.
That's true.
Terrible for
People would be
cycling.
way more accepting now if
Get
you had
up
that
would be
burnt
cool.
face.
I've always
but like
wanted
if
a
you
duster.
always had to wear it, like if you got into another hobby like jujitsu, do you now just wear a gi over your fucking cape? And like everyone in class is like, this guy's such a prick.
No one wants to be your partner.
fucking Darth over here.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not rolling with Big D.
Big D. Oh no.
He keeps choking me from across the room. It's fucking cheating. He's a. Oh man, I like Darth Vader doing jujitsu.
Great image. Or like trying to get a pump.
Oh yeah, Darth Vader at the gym with like a stringer tank over the top of his
my
fucking gear,
God.
like just like fucking stupid, just being bummed out about it because he's got a robot chest.
Okay, so does it change if you're Darth Vader in Darth Vader's universe?
I think being Darth Vader in Darth Vader's universe isn't that cool. You're a fucking bad guy. Like no
Yeah.
one's super into you. No one's banging Darth Vader.
Do you care though?
He's not rich. Because I mean, if we're looking at Star Wars, all he's doing is managing.
Well, every
Death
villain
Star.
still has a piece.
Well, I think he's got a hog, but it doesn't seem like there were any ladies cruising around the Death Star trying to service anyone.
I mean, in Star Wars, it doesn't really have to be ladies per se, you know?
Good fucking point. You got aliens. God
You
damn
got
it.
fucking aliens.
It's true. Yeah, I mean,
And Darth Vader might not even be straight, right?
That's valid too.
He has a son though.
If he's not straight, there's
Right.
definitely plenty of people to fuck.
Yeah, so many in
Even more.
abundance.
There's an abundance of holes, and he can just fucking spin them with the
Yeah,
force.
I think I'd have to take Darth Vader if it was in his universe.
No, but you're still just like you
But
still
if it
have
was
to
in
just
my
deal with
world-
all those people. There's no point for you to just be like, I'm gonna go sit on the fucking couch.
That's true. I've never wanted to be a manager of
Can you just picture Darth Vader in his quarters, like sitting there trying to chill, like at the end of the day, just looking
or just
sad,
trying to like jerk off even. Just
Right, like
let me
looking
just
like
having a
just-
private
moments.
minutes.
trying to knock one out, and it's just like that sound of skin in the room underneath his cape.
His cape.
Just like leather on
It's
leather.
just
Oh no.
cape's just flapping.
And so I guess we have to
Poor
pick
fucking
squid.
Darth.
Yeah.
Yeah, squid's easier.
Yeah, surely squid.
But Darth thinks as much of a curse as it would be a blessing.
Yeah. Thanks, Deathlifter.
Good question, though. Jameezy. Lick someone's armpit or change a baby's diaper and not wash your hands for the rest of the
Easy.
day? I fucking lick
Easy.
Bonnie's armpit
I-
right now.
Armpit.
I love the smell of Luke's
She's-
BO.
Come
She's a
on,
bit
you're
weird.
into like a
Fuck
yeah,
decent
she's weird.
musk, yeah?
I love it.
So like no deodorant type thing, like
He'll be like, babe, I smell. I'm like, let me get a whiff of that.
It's weird,
I'll like
but-
waft it over here. I think it's nice.
will you
Okay,
get like
so maybe
in it?
it's maybe
Yeah,
it's
she's-
just like
she
his
gets
pheromones.
right up in
But if honestly,
going.
if I'd lick his genitals, I'd lick his armpit and any
No,
day.
100%, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We're in way weirder places. Yeah.
Yeah, armpit's not the fucking weirdest part of the
Armpit's
body.
easy. I might pee my pants though because I'm so ticklish.
Yeah, but even like lick someone's armpit,
easy.
no big deal.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
much
not
of a
like,
big deal.
it's not going to take any longer than this. I'm fucking done.
And that but
Cool.
a baby's
Like what?
diaper?
Right.
Do it
No
again.
thanks.
Yeah,
Oh,
potential feces just cruising around on your hands all day.
That's how you get pink eye.
That's rough.
For sure. It's
Well,
exactly.
that's-
At least.
There's no pink tongue. No one's getting the old pit
Guy
tongue.
doesn't look too impressed. It's like
I love people's profile choices
man,
who
what
are
What's
like,
the thought process
bummer.
on this?
dude, people's profile choices that are just civilians like hanging out doing Instagram.
I feel like
Well, the funny thing is, like, maybe
He's-
he just changed that 2 seconds before sending that picture in, and maybe it's different now. Like, maybe he totally hated that picture.
oh, he blew
I
it.
feel like
Yeah.
he's taken 2 pictures before this that he wasn't happy with,
No,
and then he's gone. Oh, for fuck's
no,
sake!
that was
I just
definitely
rested
the
his hand.
only picture that he took, and that was the winner. That's it.
Jonas,
Black and white.
He looks frustrated.
Jonas Molvig. Never gain any new knowledge or forget all the current knowledge except basic functions.
Never gain any new, I guess. Forget everything you know.
I feel
Yeah,
like
so
I-
like, when does that start? Does that
Yo.
just start like right now? I don't remember anything from my past, so I can learn stuff going forward? Or
moving forward, never.
Does the second option
knowing.
mean you can still learn new things?
it has to if it's
Yeah,
the
surely,
opposite
right?
of the first,
Yeah.
right? But I'm just trying to figure out the mechanics of how it would actually operate. Do I just lose everything up until this point?
No,
It's
yeah,
gone?
right.
Oh yeah,
But I can now learn new things? Like you could start filling me in on my old shit?
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Is
well,
that,
that seems to be kind of a hack.
or is it like
That's a
amnesia?
hack.
Yeah, but you'd have a lot to explain. Like
I
good
feel
luck.
like I'm borderline there with the amount that I dissociate and have ADHD. Like the childhood trauma in me goes, let's just forget all that shit.
Sure.
You know how to wipe your ass? That's like
Yeah,
pretty good.
basic functions, we got those down.
Yeah, we're decent at those.
Solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with new knowledge. It'd be
Never
a bummer.
gain any?
Yeah, it'd be a fucking bummer.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't function in your business.
No,
you know?
no. I'd have to be able to get in new stuff.
When you're telling me I don't know how to use Instagram, my email address, text,
No.
Forget
Fuck.
all current knowledge.
and
yeah. I got to that.
we've got
Never,
degrees.
never
like-
gain any new knowledge.
Yo, how weird is the fucking brain that like amnesia or any of that happens? Like people would just fucking forget big chunks. Or Jesus Christ, that condition that happens. Tom Segura talks about it on his special, and there's this lady in England. Brant, you can find this. There's a lady in England who like fucking hit her head, and now speaks with an Asian accent.
I heard about this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she woke
It's-
up from a coma with a Chinese accent.
Actually, sounds like a Chinese
Excellent.
lady. She's a lady in England who's never left this tiny village, and she talks like that fucking Bluetooth speaker we have.
Oh Jesus.
I showed it to Harrison last night. We bought these
Yeah.
so we got these Galaxy lights.
Oh yeah. Where'd you get those?
Oh,
They're
yeah,
a
where'd you get
fucking
those from?
fantastic purchase. For $35, they're an excellent buy. But there's one, so they're also Galaxy Light and a Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, all right, listen to this lady.
I don't know if the sound will come through the TV.
Oh, I don't know either.
Hold on. Wait, I think I got this. Hold on.
What is this?
Shit, I closed it.
That's
All right.
not her.
So,
The Bluetooth.
yeah, so the Bluetooth speaker, instead of it being like a Siri voice, that basically says, like, your Bluetooth speaker is connected, like in an
Yeah.
automated voice, it's a recording from a person, like at the factory. And so, like, it's so borderline offensive because it's like, your Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Your Bluetooth is connected
Successfully. Am I
Legit.
making that up at
Legit.
all?
It's exactly how it,
It may
sounds.
be worse than that.
Matt played it, and I'm like,
Like both of us were like, no fucking way it did that.
Ooh.
Oof. All right.
Well, on that point, though, interestingly enough, so my sister had her traumatic brain injury when she was 11.
Oh, yeah.
So 11 years old, and now she's almost 30. She cannot remember anything currently, but
So,
she
like, every day's a new.
every day is pretty new. Like, she knows that Luke and I are married.
Okay.
She usually knows that we don't live in Illinois, although sometimes she'll ask my mom, thinking I still live at home, like, where's Maddy? What's Maddy doing? But before the age of 11, Taylor remembers everything. Like, we used to have a house in Michigan that my father and his siblings built as kids or adults, and she will remember everything that happened there. She'll remember like inside jokes from when she was 11, but between 11 and 30 she doesn't remember
So
anything.
it'd be kind of interesting, right? Like, if we're thinking about and like, I don't know enough about any of this, but I'm just guessing to make it make sense to my brain. Because she can remember so many details of like 1 through 11. It's because, like, if your brain is a memory card, like, it doesn't have to compress anything, right?
Well,
so
there's a
like that
different-
11 is eating up 100% of the memory bank.
Kind of. I mean,
Instead of if she's 30, the 11's a third now of all the things she knows.
well, mainly what it is my sister from the accident. She hit her head. She was in a coma for a long time, and her brain swelled. So they had to take, part of her skull out to reduce the swelling. And because of that, Taylor has almost no frontal lobe.
Okay.
So, like, if you look at, a scan of her brain, there's, like, nothing there. So she's very impulsive, forgetful, and that's where it comes from is because memory,
Yeah, all
like,
the frontal
short-term,
lobe stuff,
long-term is
right.
processed in different areas. So it's mainly because of that. Like, she just can't really process very in-depth new memories. But she'll remember impactful things, like my grandma passed away. My sister knows that. But, like, if you asked her what she ate for dinner, like, 20 minutes ago, she will not.
Just no grasp.
No, she'll be like, I don't know.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so it kind of goes back to that question.
What does she think about it? Is there any way to even have that conversation?
Well, because her understanding is at, like, a toddler level now,
Right.
she doesn't, like, think poorly about it, would you say? I mean, she's very positive. She doesn't,
Yeah,
feel bummed out about that fact.
But like,
but you can talk about what she's going through.
Yeah, she knows
She's
that she
able
has
to-
a brain injury.
okay.
She's
okay.
not, like, oblivious to that fact.
Okay.
Yeah, she's very aware of it.
But like, she
Okay.
doesn't have thoughts of like, a frustration of like, yo, I just wish I was 30. I wish I could, or does she not have a reference to really?
So, no, she doesn't really have a reference. The only semblance of that is that she will get very frustrated with me in particular because I'm living a more normal life. But she never says that. She just kind of expresses frustration more with me than anyone else.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're the youngest as well.
Yeah.
Well, look,
So
it'd be fucking tough, man.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck do you do?
Right.
You're just
Does she
Right.
ever think? Is she ever confused, like, by her body, like that her body has aged?
No, that's a really good question, but
Yeah.
no, and she's not, like, sexual at all. She's not, any of those things. So it's almost as if she stopped at, like, age 5 or 6 and
Right.
no thoughts really beyond that. So she doesn't, like, feel really in particular bad about herself or, like, she's gained weight from medication she's on. She doesn't, like, feel really bad about her body or her looks.
Okay.
She doesn't really give a shit about
Like a
any of that.
5-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just a kid. She's
Okay.
happy. She
Okay.
loves Disney. Yeah.
I didn't know if it would ever be like a kid up here and you look down and you're like, whoa, what is all this?
Oh,
yeah.
well, she's got. This is gonna sound terrible. She's got huge tits, and so we'll always like kind of make fun of her. Not like make fun of her, but
No,
we're like,
yeah, of
hey,
course.
what's up, Jugs? And she'll get like, she'll be really embarrassed about that. Like, oh, stop, you know?
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah.
oh, come on, Jugs.
Oh, she's hilarious. I've seen your
Yeah.
videos.
Oh, right,
I mean,
right, right.
she's a
She is
she's a
funny.
fucking hoot.
yeah, she's
Yeah,
great.
that's fucking crazy.
But really interesting. Yeah, can't process a lot of
Super
information.
interesting.
It's very interesting.
Well, the brain, like I'm super fascinated by the brain and just in general that there's this gray mush inside of our fucking heads that controls everything and then also remembers like all my smells and faces and things like that. Like
Yeah.
you can fucking just push your finger through it. Like
Yeah.
it's not mechanical. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No.
All right.
Moving on.
Where are we at, Wizzy B?
The one you already answered. So
Lee 88 David. Would you rather get coronavirus or have sex with Donald Trump? I'm take coronavirus. every day.
Coronavirus. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people I know who've had coronavirus are sick for like 48 hours. Fucking no big deal.
Yeah, what about
Yeah,
you though?
they're
Because
fine.
Luke has asthma, so coronavirus might affect you differently. Are you gonna fuck DT?
I don't know. Depends what's asked
Now,
of you, you know?
do you
Oh,
believe
maybe.
this? So this says sex with Donald Trump. So I mean, like, you gotta
Full-on
give him
kissing.
a going. Oh yeah,
man,
there's
no.
some
Or
mouth
he's giving
kissing.
you a going.
Coronavirus.
No, it's
I'll take
sex.
a
This
coronavirus,
isn't. This does not say you fuck Donald Trump.
No, you have sex with him.
You had sex with him.
Passion.
There's kissing. There's
Why would you
cuddling.
whisper passion? Oh my god, like, that's disgusting. I'll
Like
take
I mean,
I'll take
hand on the
coronavirus.
back of his
No,
neck, like
stop.
up through his hair.
I think we all went.
His hairpiece
think
is
we all
flying
know.
We're all
off.
good with
Yeah.
coronavirus.
We
We did
The
hours
tan
ago.
is sweating off.
Toupe was gone years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The way you were
Coronavirus.
explaining all that, I
Would
feel
you
like
take the
I
take the
feel
roll
like
the
you
dice
really
on Corona?
want.
I'm like, oh,
I feel like you want to go Donald Trump because you're talking so
No
much
way.
detail.
I just want to make you
But babe,
uncomfortable.
maybe you get some like visa perks.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, if you get
So-
to, if
You
you,
know there's
make
perks.
love to Donald Trump, good things are
Yeah,
coming.
do a good job
Oh, if you're gonna bother,
For our future.
if you're gonna
if you're gonna bother, you're not gonna leave that room. Donald Trump thinks you're a bad lay.
yeah, that would
Like,
be terrible.
no fucking way.
I mean, fuck
God,
that guy.
that's a
But
terrible fuck. Like, how embarrassing. Fucking show some self-respect and give him a going.
Charty.
Charty, 585. The other way. 858. Be a reverse mermaid or reverse centaur?
So
Oh, reverse centaur, 100%.
a fish with human legs.
Yeah, fish with human legs or,
Or a
horse,
horse
with human
with
legs.
human
I'll
legs.
BoJack Horseman this thing all fucking day.
Reverse.
Yeah, a horse for sure.
No one wants to hang out
No
with
one
a
wants
fish
a fish
face with
head.
Yeah.
scales and shit.
No.
Yeah, that's
Furry
true.
horse
That's
is
true.
way cooler look.
Yeah,
But it would be
yeah.
a horse's head on a human's body.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be
You can't
BoJack
be cruising
Horseman.
around with a
Yeah.
fish head.
BoJack Horseman's
No,
a
are
killer.
you, if you have a fish head, do you still need gills and water?
But if you're a reverse
Yeah, but you
centaur,
have-
do people want to ride you all the time?
No. You stand
No, you're
vertical.
human.
Stand-
No, 'cause you got
that's
human
true.
legs.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're horse from
True.
like
Yeah,
here.
fuck
That
it.
show.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't really watched that one.
BoJack Horseman.
But he's up on two.
Seems good,
Two
though.
It's
hooves. Would we have feet or hooves?
Oh, you'd have feet.
Feet.
Just
It's-
normal feet.
Yeah, it's human.
Just the human. Just the horse head.
Yeah. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
from here up. What about your private bits?
Whoa, hang on. How
Whoa.
far private? You went down
Your
to
private
there.
bits.
Well,
no.
then I was thinking, I was like, how far are you
No,
a
but
horse?
like, all right. So centaur, right? Centaur stops at
Huge
the waist
horse dog.
because
Yeah.
it's a man
A real
torso
centaur.
on the front of a horse.
So he's
Yeah.
cruising around with a horse dick.
Oh shit!
No, he's got a regular human dick.
Yeah.
Where is it?
The regular centaur has a horse dick.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I was
so
saying.
the reverse centaur has a human.
Has a
dick.
human dick.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got
okay,
a
okay.
regular old dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there was one. I
You just
think
got a
there's
face that looks like it could eat apples left and right. This looks
Can't
like
take
Sarah
him to the
Jessica
farmer's
Parker.
No farmer's market.
Lifting Mama
She's great.
211.
She's. I know her. She's great.
Living in a cabin in the woods or a mansion by the beach. I'm
Well,
going cabin in the woods.
Hell yeah.
Are we
Yeah,
talking about like a
cabin in the
shitty
woods.
little cabin? Because I feel like
No.
we're talking opposites here. So how,
No.
how opposite
She's,
is it?
it just seems like both great options. Which one are you into more?
Yeah.
They're both great options, but I would pick woods for sure. Beach is cool, but only for like a day or two, and then you
then
get
Luke
over
burst
it.
into
Yeah.
flames.
Well, and we
That's true.
li- we lived in Florida
Yeah.
for a year. Hurricanes fucking suck.
yeah. They're
Don't count
super
me in
annoying.
that.
Just
No,
you-
thank
Woods
you.
though,
Every
you gotta
single year.
watch out for wildfires. Those are scary as
bears.
shit.
Their menstruation attracts the bear.
It's true.
Did you
Every
hear
month
that,
we have to
Ron?
fend them off.
Oh, easy.
Colby
Colby
J.
J. Smith.
Look at that
Poop in a stall in a
Colby
public
J.
place.
Smith. It's a great scrum picture, I'll be honest.
Come on, fella.
I'm enjoying this.
I would do
Oh, just has
karaoke.
anything
Just
that
like-
looks like rugby. You're
It's,
just
it's a
stoked.
rugby picture. I'm just like perked up now.
Oh, nice. I don't feel that way about Highland Games.
No.
Are you like, fuck that guy?
I'm just like, okay.
Cool picture,
Think
asshole.
you threw a caber? I get it.
Okay, we need to read it all. Poop
They're
in a
rugby
stall.
subs.
All right, hit us with the bomb.
Poop in a stall in a public place with no door, or do karaoke.
I actually want to, right. So
We talked about
moving to America was the strange, like, for many reasons, very strange.
Okay.
Getting into the airport, the first time ever coming into America, into the airport, went into the stall, sat down, and thought, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, because you could see the feet in the stall next to you.
No. So in America, the gap is this big between the door. There's so much
Oh,
space.
yeah.
So when you
Oh,
close
yeah.
the door, the gap is like this.
Yeah, you're
That would
basically
not-
pooping with no door anyway.
People are so like proud in the UK. It's like sealed shut.
Well, like most of the Europe, as far as toilets I've ever seen, they also go to the floor. Like they also go all the way up.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like a full room.
Yeah, they go all the way down.
Yeah.
So when I sat down, I was like, what the fuck?
Which
Well,
is
nicer
so
bathrooms in America are that way.
It's so exposed.
Nicer bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, like when everyone got all pissy about the gender stuff with bathrooms, like, yo, we can fix this. We just fucking fix the doors to where they go to the goddamn floor, and then who gives a shit who's in there doing whatever?
Who cares at all anyway? Are you fucking
right.
going to take a piss or?
What? A, let's get rid of urinals,
Yeah,
and
that
then we're
shit's
fucking
weird.
then nothing. It doesn't matter
So
anymore.
that's
Urinals
another weird
are
thing.
strange.
I was explaining urinals to Maddy. She's
Yeah.
like kind of like,
Not that I don't understand the concept.
but
of
just
urinals.
weird
what
how
specifically?
like if you're in a sporting ground or whatever, like sporting
just
venue,
trough.
It's a trough.
Oh, yeah.
And I was explaining to Matt, he's like, yeah, you go in there, you're shoulder to shoulder.
Literally
sometimes-
touching other dudes.
Sometimes
I remember the first
you
time
might
I
splash
saw-
on somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw one of those troughs. I'm like, what is this for?
But could you imagine if it was like the same for women? It was just like a really
You just
long
pushed
toilet.
your
So,
hips
like,
at it.
fucking-
It's all
You
very
just-
weird that guys just whip it out in
You
front of
just-
each other
or
all
Or
the
it's like,
time.
it's like a shower floor.
What do you mean our waste port?
You just
That's
go,
all it is.
you just
a
go
fucking
hip,
drain tube.
Just women-
drain this out.
half squatted, hip to hip. Just the
Yeah,
same thing. Is that
super
shoulder
weird.
to shoulder?
Wait,
That'd
so
be super weird.
to answer that question, would you guys poop in a stall with no door, or would you do karaoke?
I do both, and neither one would slow
Yeah,
me down
neither
any
of
day of the
those.
week.
Poop while I'm doing karaoke.
Yeah,
No, karaoke for sure. I love karaoke.
yeah, karaoke's fun.
I don't
Yeah.
care how I sound.
I also don't care about pooping. This is my life. I'm damn near 40.
You're
I could
telling
give
me?
0 fucks if you have to see me poop.
Yeah, you're telling me I should be ashamed? Of what
You're the one
norm-
looking.
You're the one
Right.
watching. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Couldn't bother me at all, man.
All right,
This
resilient
question.
Renee. Replace apples with onions or water with pickle juice.
Oh, I know which one you do.
Water with pickle juice,
Yeah,
baby.
she loves
Fuck
that pickle
onions.
juice.
Yeah, but then
No,
you,
I
that's
love
it,
onions
though. Like
and
you don't
pickle
ever
juice.
get water again.
So, but
I
does
don't
this
like
mean?
onions.
But
Yeah,
does it?
but you could avoid eating apples.
No, that's just the perfect.
But does it
See what I'm
No.
saying? Like, so you
I
also.
said what I said.
Matt, I don't
essentially-
like onions.
So essentially, you don't get apples or onions. Now. So because you could just choose that never having an apple,
Oh, I guess that's a really good point.
Right?
I didn't think about.
That's true.
whereas fucking water's pretty cool.
I do really like
Like,
water.
yo, you can't ever have coffee again. You can't have tea.
Yeah,
It's all fucking pickle
Yeah.
juice.
Okay.
you have to
that's not
take.
good.
You have to replace apples
After
with
a
onions.
month, your piss has to be brutal.
Also, I
Of
fucking
only
love
pickle
onions.
juice piss?
I would just eat it.
No.
Yeah, you two are
You'd eat
opposites
an onion like
there.
an apple.
Huh?
You would eat an onion like
I
a.
bet I could.
Yeah, she's a
I fucking
maniac.
love onions.
Did you just say cacaween?
I said caca.
Oh my god. Some Welsh on the podcast.
What did she say?
She just said shitty onions.
Shitty onions.
Yeah,
Caca weenons.
that was something like
Cockaween.
one of my good friend's brothers.
Yeah.
At the time, he was very young, and that was like his favorite thing to say. That was like his favorite swear word. So like he would always say
That's
it.
his swear word?
Yeah.
Is shitty onions?
Well, he was like
He's a kid.
6, 7 at the time, and he
When
thought it
would
was
you use that? What's an appropriate
It's
time
like
to
how-
go
it's like-
shitty onions?
Instead of
It's
saying
like how
like, oh,
Calvin
that's-
thinks bananas is a funny word.
Bananas.
he just
If
runs
something
up to
wasn't
Matt
very
and
good, it was like,
shouts
oh,
it.
cacaweenons.
Okay.
So I told her,
Kids,
she
man.
thought it was hilarious,
That's
and now
a
she
lot.
uses it all the time.
That's a good
Onions
swear word.
suck. This
Fuck
is an
you, onions.
anti-onion podcast.
No, one thing about the Umso podcast is we are fucking anti-onion.
All right, Cliff Ritchie. Says never
What's
have
happening?
sex again or never be able to use the internet again. Yo.
Never use the internet again.
I do. Yeah. I like both things a
Dude.
lot.
Right. This is why it's
It was a
tough.
stall there.
That's
My-
the point of the game.
My
Yeah,
job.
but you need the internet
My
for
job revolves-
everything. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Are we?
Can we still have
Can we?
self pleasure?
Can we have self pleasure? Can we touch each other? We just don't have penetration. And does that go beyond like vaginal? Does that mean can you have anal
a lot of
still?
stuff that's got to be defined here, right? Because like, is oral still cool?
Yeah.
Or can
Right,
we
right,
oral
right.
and toys?
Come on, Cliff.
I don't
Never
think we would
sex
really-
again.
Context.
So,
Always
all
say-
right,
I
how
would
about
say
this?
all sex.
Huh?
I would say all sex.
Even self
Any kind
pleasure.
of sex.
Dang. I mean, fuck.
So
you
any type
need
of
the internet.
sexual action.
You
celibate
need
now.
it. All of
Like,
our
you can't
jobs
jerk
rely
off.
on it.
Like your dick never gets hard.
I would never consider jerking off sex.
Okay, so you can masturbate.
Okay,
So
so,
jerking
self
off's good to
pleasure's
go?
okay. Perfect. That's easy then.
That's just maintenance.
But does that mean you can use toys then? Like
Well, if you can jerk off, you could definitely use toys. See, this is a slippery slope now. That's the
Yeah.
point.
So then,
Right.
so but does that mean dildos? Like you can't have penetration.
Okay, what if this is the rule? You can never have an orgasm.
oh man.
You just edge for the
That's
What I'm saying.
edging out everything.
Yo.
You're just
Well-
stuck always edging. Because I mean,
I-
I blow my brains out in a week and a half. Or you never use the internet again.
I would go with probably never have sex, never orgasm again. I gotta be
Yeah.
honest.
I mean, we need the internet. Like all of our jobs rely on
Man.
that.
It is
Because
super
women
useful.
can have sex without orgasming.
I've never
didn't
heard of
think
this.
that I would disclose this in my life, but I didn't orgasm until my like 20s. So I'm 23, but
And it's pretty
We've been
cool.
together a while too.
Allegedly, they're okay. A female
We'll never know.
orgasm's a myth.
Yes, we all know it's
Anyway.
it's one big
It
myth.
serves nothing of purpose in the reproductive system. I
Yeah.
don't see why we haven't
You know, fucking-
evolved out of this.
All right, Jessie Lynn. Fart really loud on a first date or silently shit yourself?
Oh man, shitting yourself on a
hilarious.
first
Oh
date's
my
a real bummer.
I would fart really
You
loud.
surely have to go for the fart.
Fart
Great
loud for
icebreaker.
sure.
It's done with.
Yeah, you get it out
It's
of the
done
way.
with. Whatever.
How about this?
No one cares.
Here's a scenario though. End of the night. We've pulled up, getting ready to get out of the car, and it's like that final kind of moment, right?
Oh, okay.
You've
Context is
you've
different,
driven,
though.
right? You're dropping your chick off. And it's not one of those walker to the door scenarios. Like there's no fucking, it's just stupid for you to get out of the car.
Right.
So you have this moment, and either you're going to let a really loud fart go on your first date at that time point, or you're getting ready to get out of the car, or she's getting ready to leave. Just silently grease yourself. Feel it
I
just
would fart.
between the
Fart,
cheeks.
for
Just
sure.
feel it run up and down.
Oh,
Farts
man.
are always funny.
That's
and
true.
I don't want to date somebody that doesn't laugh at farts.
I'm going
I'll
to
be
tell
honest.
you,
Very true.
as a man, that chick doesn't hang out with me again if I fart.
Really?
In my
Well-
history
If you
of dating
fart?
women, on a first date, if like everything's going good and then we're getting ready to get out of the car or like kiss or something like that, and I mean that fart that I laid,
that fart.
the
Whoa,
fart.
hang on. It's like a whole
TM.
story.
Oh man! All right,
Come on.
Capital T, capital
There was
S.
so much emphasis on the way Bonnie said
part,
that.
yeah.
was a legend. You tell it.
You can tell it. Well, he comes into the bedroom. He's being cute. He's being sweet.
How long ago was this?
Maybe a year ago.
In our previous apartment across the
Yeah,
street.
maybe a year ago. He's being cute. He's being sweet. He's in his little undies. He's like, "Hey, will you touch my butt tonight?" Like a little butt massage, a little butt rub. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone loves
Little
it.
butt action.
And then
I think I have a fart that at most is gonna go. Whop.
little
That's-
guy, get it out.
That's
Yeah.
all I expect. And for me, not exaggerating this whatsoever, it went. Well done. Yo,
Yo, and I'm sitting there in bed, horrified, because this man just asked me to dive in his butt and then did that.
And then like it just kept going, and so like I'm now
We're
just
just
staring
staring
at her,
at
and
each
I'm
other.
like, I'm really sorry.
And we stared at each other the whole time. We made eye contact through the whole 20-second fart. It lasted way too long.
It was like an Ollie meow.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta be honest. None of that stuff bothered me because Luke and I have like no boundaries.
Right.
Don't get me
Like
wrong,
I'll
we started
brush my
farting
teeth
very,
while
very
he's
early.
taking a shit in the same bathroom.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
We-
washing my face while
we
he's
started
dumping
farting.
his guts.
The first weekend we stayed
Cooling
overnight.
loud.
I think our first date, like the food upset your stomach
No,
in,
it
in
wasn't
my
the first
hotel
date.
room. Okay.
No.
Is it just an English thing having dodgy?
Whoa,
Not
wait.
English, I'm sorry.
Wait.
Is it a
Hey.
UK thing?
Wait. Do you have something on that soundboard for I'm an asshole or something? Fucking English.
English.
Blew my geography.
Correct yourself,
Come on,
Matthew.
mate.
As someone from the UK,
Oh, wait, you're getting worse. Come on, you know where I am. Okay, thank you.
are you not considered part of the UK?
We are, but
Okay.
if somebody says, "Oh, you're British," I'll say, "No, I'm Welsh."
No, right. Yeah, I would definitely same thing the Scots would say.
Yeah.
All right, here question for you about the UK. Your money system
Yes.
is a bit fucked.
How so?
Well, at least for me being
Oh,
in Scotland.
You mean the coins?
Well, coins are one thing, but then in Scotland, like there's Bank of Scotland, there's pound sterling,
Yes.
there's the Bank of England, there's
I think that's it.
I thought there was like 4 or 5 counting
I think that's
Scotland.
it.
Because there's like Bank of Edinburgh or something like that too that has different fucking notes. Like the country has 5 banks that send fucking bills out. It would be like if we had hundreds
Yeah.
with Ben Franklin, but also had 4 other hundreds with different people on them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Chase Bank has their own
Yeah.
$100 bill or something.
Right, that's what it would be like.
My favorite thing about the UK money system is that, you know how we have like dollar stores? They have Poundland.
Poundland.
Like instead of
Poundland's
Dollar
fucking
Tree,
rad.
Wow, yeah, that sounds like an
Poundland.
incredible sex toy.
fucking
shop.
count me in.
Yeah.
See, I
Man,
didn't think
Poundland?
anything. I didn't think anything on that until
There's
somebody
a
said,
hashtag on the
"You're
front.
like a Poundland." The fuck happens there? It's like,
Yeah.
It's like a dollar store.
Wow.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, all right.
Poundland.
Take me to
Right?
Poundland.
Right?
Take me to
Yeah,
Poundland.
Pound
Yeah, so why do you
Come
guys
on.
tolerate this obnoxious fucking banking system with all
Yeah,
these
so do you have to
I
make
don't-
sure you always have like every type of currency? Like,
No,
what do you? How,
I don't know how
what
it
if-
works in Scotland. Has like the Bank of Scotland, but in Wales we have like the
Welsh notes, or do you
no,
just
we
use
have
pound sterling?
British pounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have our own currency.
Okay.
But
They still use credit cards though.
yes, yeah, that works everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God. man.
They're still great.
Like, it
We're not,
doesn't
like,
entirely
in Wales, we're,
depend
like,
on the
dealing
yeah.
stones
Dude,
out.
anytime I've ever been Iceland or anywhere, it's fake money until I'm home and I realize what damage I've done.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah,
realize
doesn't
it was
matter.
Fuck
Fuck
it.
it.
This is
more.
monopoly money.
It
Especially-
does seem like fake
Yeah,
money
it's
when
like
you're there.
Icelandic krona there, and so it's like
Yeah.
113 krona or $1.
Yeah, and so essentially you just move the decimal point and then kind of guess
Yeah, but then
somewhere
the problem is,
below
like,
that.
you buy something
That's how it
and
was
it's
in
like,
Sweden.
This jacket's 59,000. Icelandic
Krona,
krona.
yeah.
It's like,
Sick.
And you're like, so
fuck, was that
$100.
$600
Yes.
jacket?
$5.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is
Seems
this enough
fake.
to buy
Guess
a
I'll buy
house
it.
or a car or a fucking T-shirt?
Wait, so what was that even? Fart or silently shit yourself? We need a definitive answer. I'm saying fart.
When you said shit yourself, what was the scenario? Is the guy going in the house?
Yeah. Like, so it's like that final moment that you could just silently do it, but they're leaving. So like now
Oh,
it's
so
just
you're
you
parting
dealing with
ways.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, that's what I mean.
This
You're-
isn't like at dinner.
So like, she's going in the house.
Yep.
You're staying in the car driving.
Yeah, like maybe even like while you go in for the kiss, you just feel it let go a little bit.
Does she smell the shit?
yeah,
No,
that's
she's
Usually
getting
it
out.
so she
stinks.
doesn't know.
No, she'll
If she-
never
if
know.
she doesn't
but she
smell-
knows you farted.
Right. Okay.
So
okay.
that's really the
Farting's
question. So
memorable.
one is
In
like
both-
you dealing with it
Funny
with a
story.
Both
silent shit.
scenarios
story.
were splitting ways.
Both are funny.
I think it could make the date because farting's funny. At least she'll remember you. You're not like every other person she's been on a date with. Maybe you guys laugh it off. Maybe she invites you in and says, "Hey, should we use the toilet before you go?"
I'd
Is that a thing
100%
anyone's
laugh.
ever said?
This is all hypothetical, baby. You don't know.
Yeah, I
right.
can't see them inviting you in after they've like noticed you shit yourself.
Yeah, if you shit
You want
yourself,
to wipe down inside?
I think at this point, if I went on a date and a chick just fucking let a heavy gas out on the first date, I'd fucking laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laugh
you'd
hysterically.
Me
For
too.
sure.
But
We feel the same way about you guys.
if I was
I'd fart right now if I
18.
could. Just to prove the point.
just to let everyone know.
Hold the line.
Cade Daily, Cade, A, get to the gym and be out of pre or move on. It's not even fucking good.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? Dom Doe's
No.
drenched.
Dom does.
Jesus.
All these gym questions are lame.
All right, find us. Keep
What's that? Eat cookie something.
gym questions can eat a
Kinda
dick.
figured you guys weren't gonna want gym questions, but
Sorry.
Have ever.
Oh, there we go now. All right. King Latch.
What is the fuck?
Yeah, see? Jealousy.
Eat a cookie that tastes like shit or a shit that tastes like a cookie.
Do I have to eat the shit? Like,
Yeah.
What is that
What else
matter?
would you do with it? Just roll it around?
You're just aware that it tastes good.
What the?
I would
Okay, that tastes like shit or shit.
I would eat a cookie that tastes like shit. Because I've eaten some bad food before, you know?
I would eat shit that tastes like a cookie.
Yeah, but then you know that
But
you
is it?
ate shit.
It's still shit.
So, like, if
Still
an
shit.
alien plopped down, right,
Why are you getting all these contexts?
this alien
like, the context
comes
is
into the
crazy.
room
Right. Okay.
and
Alien has
hands you
delicious
a
poop.
platter, and he's like, "This is his food. You're gonna fucking try some of it." And we all eat it, and we're like, "Holy fuck! It tastes just like chocolate chip cookies."
So
But
we
you
don't
would-
know
you
that
would
it's
know
shit
it was
We
shit.
don't
in
know
this
it's
scenario.
shit. We don't know it's shit, right?
Oh,
and
if
then
I
all of a
don't
sudden
know-
and we're like, "Holy shit! Where did you get these?" And then he just poops in his hand and then smears it onto the tray and keeps staring at us, and we realize the horror of the decision that we've made.
Yeah, but
Well-
you can't use that in this
Yeah, that
scenario.
I feel like
Context
this
is
scenario
weird.
works.
No. This is like your own shit.
Yeah.
My shit tastes like cookies?
Yeah.
Yo, my
Yes.
farts have to
Yeah.
be fucking awesome.
That would be-
So it's like
This is getting
Would that
ridiculous.
change your other?
If every
the other
time
one?
you shit, like
Yeah,
your bathroom
you're
smelled
gonna
like a
love
weird
this.
candle,
Got the vanilla
fucking
candles.
just
Hey,
fresh
girl.
baked
Vanilla
cookies.
cupcake candles.
Would it ruin cookies for you?
oh, it's a good.
I'm sick of this shit.
Hey,
Zing. Yes. Crushing it, Wheezy B.
The next
Yeah, I'm
question's
still
really
going to
funny.
go with the one that tastes better.
yeah, this one.
Really?
No, that next one next
So you
to
would
it.
just.
Oh wait.
Oh, is that Dan Howard?
Make a living being a social media influencer or make a living as a pro in any sport. Both?
Yeah. Also, this life's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
tough.
you're a pro in a sport. You'll be
you'll be
popular
both.
online.
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to dive into this one.
Bartholomew.
That's a good name.
Parkin. Sex with your parents.
In your partner's body or the other way around.
Or
In your
So it's
parents'
either
brain.
you
in your
bang
brain.
your partner
and
as
I think
your
we're using
parents.
that brain.
in
Yeah.
their brain, or
Sex with your
the
parents'
bod-
brain in your
in your
body.
partner's body.
Wait, what?
so like a little Freaky Friday situation.
Yeah. Like the question is,
I'm
Oh, I
confused
see,
by the
I
question.
see. I see.
So you're fucking your partner,
Okay.
would you rather?
and it's your
yeah.
you're either fucking your partner, but it's actually your parent, or you're fucking your parent, and it's actually your partner.
Oh God, this is.
I see.
That's rough.
I'm not gonna answer this fucking question.
Oof. The parent
We can't
fucking
do
always
this.
gets
We can't answer
hella
this.
weird,
This
man.
is too much. I like Dan Howard's question.
God,
Oh, this guy fucking kills me.
gun to my head. I don't know that either one. I just whatever it is, let's get it over with.
Both bad options.
That's right. Both are atomic bombs. Neither one's better than the other.
for the sex or for the Joel.
Which one are you
Seaman?
talking about, Matt?
The Joel Seedman program. I don't know anything about Joel
That's what I
Seedman.
thought
yet.
you were talking
Wait.
about.
Oh,
You don't know?
You don't know.
No, I don't.
You've
us
seen
in.
it.
He's a very interesting coach on Instagram.
I don't know anything about him.
Can you pull up his page?
Yep, I'm doing it.
It's very interesting. His concepts are.
Somehow he has a blue tick.
Well, you just draw.
Here we
one.
go. He's doing really well. So
All right, he's got
Go
some
to the
jammer
running
arms. What's wrong with that?
click on that sprint
Go to
video.
the sprint one.
This is doing some good views for him right now. No, down.
Not that one.
Not this one.
No, the one in the middle that you were on.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's a really good one though. They need to see it lifting.
Yeah. This is perfect sprint technique.
Swipe. Please.
Swipe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go to. go to another one.
Yeah, this is not the best one. Any like lifting? Go to that lift.
There's a lot of stuff
fuck is-
going on
Like
here.
that,
lady,
like
that la-
yeah,
the lady.
like this kind of stuff
On the right.
on the right hand side.
Yep. This is what he posts.
All right, so
But
there's
bear
a
in mind-
lady
but bear-
hanging from a squat rack doing.
But bear in mind, this is supposed to be an NPC figure athlete. So
what is?
what is this got to do with the sport that she's doing?
Oh.
Is what the question. So
How many followers does this
What
guy
does he
He has a
claim
lot.
to
He has
be
a
a
lot.
doctor or help people with?
I don't know. But he always has an article for something.
5,800 people liked this.
Unfortunately.
That's what the weird thing is. It's very, I don't know. It's
What the fuck is that one?
he does some good work, but it's
I don't think this is that terrible.
No.
These are, to be honest, decent examples. Some are very, very interesting. Like that bottom right one there.
Oh,
Bottom
the trap
right,
bar.
right. That's
Bottom right.
no. Underneath that one. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Now?
This is fucking weird, man.
Overhead.
This is a snatch.
Overhead.
This is a snatch.
Trap bar.
What do you? No.
This is a snatch.
Oh man.
Like
Like
what?
he's always reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
It's not
Yo,
always what
that's
it
an
is.
unnecessary. All right, so that's
what it is.
fuckery.
It's just like a lot of unnecessary kind of.
Well, it's one of those things that like I'm doing it weird. That's gonna make me have a
Yeah.
name as this fucking kook.
Yeah.
The problem is barbells work.
Have for a while.
Yeah, last time I checked, it's just convincing your body that you're doing enough fake work to make more muscles. Doesn't give a shit.
Okay, but follow his programming or never lift again.
I don't know. I could ride my bike. I haven't lifted in a while anyway. Fuck it. I'm out.
Yeah, do I still
I
make
feel
it
like
the
for
same amount of
for
money?
the sake of the strength community. Oh no! Come on. What do you think?
Do I only have to follow one program by
Do I
him,
have to
or
now
is it
follow
the
his
rest of my
programming
life?
forever? Like I'm now his fucking like he speaks through my fucking vessel.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, no. I'll probably just not work
Yeah,
out again.
same.
I've worked out enough.
We'll start running
been fun.
again. What we got?
Spionez with a 4. Spion 4C. 2 smelly fishes instead of your feet, or 2 grumpy cats instead of your hands.
Yo,
Oh man,
Cats.
Probably-
Cats.
man.
dude! But you
fish.
give up your fucking hands,
Dude, you have to
dude.
do
You
smelly
can't open
fish.
doors. You can't fucking cook for yourself. You
You're
can't
probably
cut
scratching
food.
This is
yourself.
true.
They're grumpy cats.
But
Wait, are they
the fish
full
alive?
size grumpy cats
Are
or
the
just
fish-
grumpy cats' faces?
Are these
And
fish
can-
alive?
I
Do the
just
grumpy
pictured it as a
cats'
face.
paws function as my hands as well?
Now we're fucking talking. But think about cats. They're not doing anything great.
Yeah,
They're
but
not
can
typing a fucking
Can I
thing.
think like I'm gonna
Now you
grab
have
this
4
door
cat
handle?
arms like Quado hands from fucking Total Recall, except with grumpy cats. Just
I imagine it's like a whole cat. Like if you were to stick your hands up a cat's ass.
ass. So you have
And then
you
you've
have
got
4
fucking
legs.
cat
Fish.
Yeah, I know.
hands.
4 legs. Do you have a
Functioning
shitty
mouth.
tail that's like ramped up your arm?
2 grumpy cats. Yeah, it doesn't say cat parts. It says cats.
Because the fish
which
would
is
possibly
which.
be alive.
CBD.
It sounds like they're all alive. Huh?
So 2 live fish. Could you imagine trying to walk on 2 live fish?
I don't know how walking works.
No, they're smelly fish. I assume they're not trying to battle you too much. Now,
But
do
the
you
cats are
picture these
grumpy,
fish
man.
in this orientation, or do you
I see
picture
them
them
flat like this.
like a
Flat.
flounder?
Literally
Like they're,
flapping.
they're set on their
The
sides.
whole time. Just
Yeah.
trying to get back in the water.
Oh,
And you have to walk on
So they're
that.
always trying to get away from you.
So you're always kind of
Wait,
up
are
and
we
down.
pretending that we don't have control over the cats or the fish?
Yes.
Okay, because in my world, I'm totally in control of them.
Yeah, I thought
Well,
so
why
too.
why wouldn't you want 2 cats then? Because if you
grumpy-
can
so much
control
to do
those,
with
that's
yeah,
a
but
lot of
yo,
stuff.
you still
But
can't type.
The grumpy makes
if
it
I'm in
sound
control
like
of them, they can
you're
do
not in
whatever I want.
control.
Those paws ain't typing well. Let's not pretend that they're that useful.
What are my
right?
functions? What are the
Think about how
And
many
they're
cool
probably
things
not
cats
fucking
can do. Not many of them are great with their hands. They can't open a jar. They're not gonna fucking drive a car. They can't grab a steering wheel. They can't
And then
use a
being
steak
grumpy
knife.
Use
makes
them.
it sound like they're working against you. Like grumpy.
No,
yeah,
I
like-
just picture grumpy cats as like the meme.
Oh,
the meme.
I thought we were talking about cats that are like kind of sassy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I'm like, no way you can choose grumpy cats.
I'd have to fucking lose my feet, man.
Yeah,
Losing
yeah.
your hands would be fucking brutal.
Yeah, you have to do fish.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
The more we've spoken about it, I
Colleen
agree.
Kailan Baker. Take a pill that satisfies all your sleeping needs or eating needs, and it adjusts
Sleeping needs
according.
or
sleeping
eating
or
needs.
eating.
Sleeping.
I'll fucking get rid of sleep in a second.
Yeah, sleeping
If I can
needs.
stay
Yeah.
up all day, imagine
Sure.
how much I could do.
I
So
get
much more
so
time.
many things done, dude.
So many things.
For sure. How about that one? Maybe.
Have ever
I'll go for the Ron
1503
Swanson.
Werribee.
Maybe.
Ron
Maybe.
Swanson one.
I would
Bacon.
say beer.
Okay, we got to read it so they know what we're
Q-tip.
talking about. Q-tip 149. Have everything you eat taste like bacon or everything you drink taste like beer?
Oh man, eating everything tastes like bacon would get fucking really old.
Yeah.
But also
So it'd be everything.
everything.
Right?
Yeah, both would be really fucking
But I
lame.
eat more
Is
than I
it?
drink.
But would it be different types of beer every time you drink water?
Like a surprise?
Yeah.
Like, oh, sweet, I'm brushing my teeth. I was hoping
mean-
for a stout. Like fucking
Oh, you-
bummer.
I
Or like
imagine it
that
would be the
first
same
drink
type
in the
of
morning,
beer.
like when you need just a sip of water to start your day, just parched as
Sick.
well. Or like roll over in the middle of the night to get like your glass of water and it's just Guinness.
But you know,
Fucking bummer.
when you eat something that's supposed to taste one way and tastes a completely different way, I feel like it just ruins your day. Like if you were to eat cake or an apple.
Oh,
and
baking cake's not cool.
No, thank you.
Dude,
No thanks.
oh man.
And is it like artificial
Goddamn, like, you've
bacon
ruined
flavored
food
Both
food?
of
for
those
me?
both of those
Yeah,
suck.
fuck
Ruining
that.
fucking food's brutal.
No.
But you would have everything taste like beer?
Yeah, you're never refreshed.
Yo, like anytime you're mixing a thing at the gym, you have a
I
beer
stand.
in your fucking shaker.
I said what I said.
Stand with my line.
You,
this guy.
What
definitely
a
you.
sad person.
All right. B Boxer 98. B Boxer?
Luke, what is this
98.
like?
What?
Massive head.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this side: massive head and tiny feet, and you're the other.
You
You're the
do
other
have
one.
tiny feet.
You're the other one.
Massive feet and tiny head. I don't have a tiny head, but I don't have a large head.
Yeah.
My feet,
I
I
have
wear a size
both.
13. They're relatively big feet.
Wow.
I have a big head and big feet.
Yeah, it's true.
I got a 10 on.
Yeah, boy.
I'm in double figures.
You got a 10 on the feet? All right.
See,
Oh,
not gonna
Brant's
blow,
moving
not-
us along
Not going to
here.
blow over in the wind
Yeah.
yet.
Dylan gets strong. Watch one show forever or only do one type of exercise forever.
One
Basically,
show.
you already watch one show most
One
of the time
show.
anyway.
One
You could
show.
just pull that off
Reruns.
like a mutant. All right, Brant, pick us a winner.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to.
Ooh, there we go.
Damn it, Jenna.
Have your taste buds in your butthole or on the bottom of your feet.
So you need to step on your food or shove it up your butts?
No, I pictured as additional taste buds.
I also picture it as additional.
Okay. So
Because
like,
I just now
unfortunately, you
pictured
taste
that like
additional
you
things.
taste poop every time it comes out.
Yeah, so it definitely has to be your feet.
Yeah, that's true. That's weird.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it tastes like
Feet.
my plastic flip flops, whatever.
Yeah, the poop thing would get old.
Or would it
Yeah.
taste like your sweaty,
like-
stinky feet often?
Oh, you would
You would
definitely,
definitely try to keep your feet hella clean.
but like every time
you
you'd
know
go to
they're down
poop,
there?
you'd be bummed. You'd be like,
Like,
"It's gonna be so
Or
lame."
when you shit, you just have like gum in your mouth and it doesn't really overwhelm
Oh,
you.
like try
Does
to
that work?
overpower it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a, yeah.
I think it
Can
just
you
runs
drink
through
your
a
Guinness at
secondary
the same
system.
Guinness water. I think I still have to choose feet. I don't know where we're at
People
here.
just fucking. Oh, all right. Watch a porno
Oh,
with your
with,
parents
surely.
or of your parents. I do with.
With.
It would
With.
still be a bummer.
With, for sure.
Watching a
You
porno
could get
with,
over that,
with
but
Evelyn
watching
Vincent wouldn't
them
be
would
cool.
be
Yeah.
awful.
Well, and it's like when you're a kid and there's a sex scene in a movie. And
Oh,
you're
it's
like,
super
and you're like,
awkward, right?
Anyway, so I did my homework earlier and let's not look at the TV.
Yo, I have a weird story of that. So like, I remember sitting in my living room with my mom and dad watching this Chris Rock comedy special.
Nice.
And Chris Rock's telling a joke about like finding porn. And like the joke is like, you know, it's never like we will hide it like it's a crazy thing. Meanwhile, no one's looking for your porn. Like as a kid, like you hide stuff like it's a secret agent. Like people are gonna dig through your shit. Meanwhile, no one. As an adult, now you realize no one cares about your stuff.
My mom did. My mom.
Like dug through your shit.
Yes, constantly.
I don't think my parents did.
Well, I did a lot of drugs as a kid, so.
Valid point. My mom found condoms one time and asked me about those, and I was like,
Try
I think
not to
it's
have a
better-
baby, lady.
Yeah, I think it's better. And she's like, well, I'd rather you not need them. I was like, well, that's not on the table.
I'm 12, Mom.
But Chris Rock's making this joke about finding porn or what and all this stuff. Meanwhile, like, my dad had this giant fucking collection of porn. And so, like, as Chris Rock's doing that, I'm just like, don't know anything about nothing they're talking about. Just staring at the wall. I couldn't fucking wait for it to be over.
What's a porn?
Yeah, I've never heard of prawn.
Can't wait to go to prom.
Ooh, go back to the beginning of the world or the end? We'll go ahead and Brand. How long are we into this?
Hour in.
All right. Go back to the beginning of the world or the last moments. Man, beginnings, there's nothing. But also, I'm going to go beginning just because then there's options.
Because then I can
Right.
invent everything, though, right?
Yeah, but yo, think of
But
so
what do you
that's one
have
of
to
those
work
things.
with? Like we're talking
It's true.
beginning.
That's one of those hypothetical questions that I run into like deeper thoughts on that. Like, so if you could go back in time, right? What's your move to make money?
I mean,
Because I mean, it'd
depends
be
on
easy to be like,
what
oh,
time
I'll
period you're
invent the
going
iPhone.
to.
Yeah, I'm a woman. I don't make money.
Yeah, yeah.
In the beginning
like-
of the world.
Like to be like, oh man, I could go back with this knowledge and become a billionaire. Because like, yo, I can't go back in time and invent the iPhone, even though I know it already exists.
Yeah.
I don't have the
Yeah, you'd have to
ability
go
or
back to a time
management
when things
power.
were fairly simple.
Yeah.
And then like, not only that, like even if it was like, yo, I'll go back and buy Apple stock really early. You're not getting to travel back with your bank account.
That's true.
Right,
Especially because we would get burned as like a witch if we tried to invent anything.
for sure.
Like in the 60s.
Yeah, dude, fuck that.
Or you go back to like Civil War times and you're like, hey, you should wash those tools that you're using to operate on people.
Slows us down. We got arms to get rid of.
I got a shirt to wipe it on.
I mean, some simple like realization like that to where you could have a really big impact. But at the same time, what kind of financial gain would you be getting? Like we're living in the best time.
Well, it's like
period.
you could go back and bet on a sporting event. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Like
sure,
any
sure.
of those, like big upsets or something like that to get really fucking rich. But then you also need to make enough money to bet.
So would you do end of the world?
Fuck no.
It depends
No.
on
Is
where you-
everyone
where
dead?
you're at.
Is it right before
So we're
the
not even
end?
talking about like going back. We're going to like the beginning, like Adam and Eve. Like we're going back that far. Like there's nothing.
I imagine beginning like the first like single-celled organism is about to crawl out of the ocean type beginning.
Well, I'm gonna starve to death in either scenario.
Right,
relative.
Yeah, that's
right,
what I
right,
was
right.
thinking.
Either
Huh?
way, you're not lasting long.
Like if you go back to the beginning, we're like pretty useless if we had to fend for ourselves and
There's
walk
nothing
with,
there.
walk
Yeah,
with
maybe
the
you choose end
dinosaurs
because
or
you know it'll
whatever.
be over faster rather than starving or.
Wouldn't it be cool though if you went to the end and you knew when it was coming, and you could just be like, "This is fucking.
Might not be.
This is fucking it."
Especially if you're at like a good place mentally.
Yeah,
And you're like, yeah, I'm ready
because
for
you
this
know
shit.
if
Let's
you
go.
know it's coming as well.
Let's see
you're
what
like, I chose
happens
for
next.
this. This is gonna be fucking cool.
If I got enough time to get from here to the house, I could be pretty set in about 35 minutes after I got to the house for whatever's coming.
Okay, Brandon Ka, 11. Have the ability to teleport instantly or ability to fly to your destination. Like physically?
Why?
A teleport.
Oh, teleport
Why?
100%. Why would I
So
ever
much
fucking waste
faster.
the time?
Yeah.
Like flying would be cool, but
That's like saying.
Yeah, but
would
the
you
only thing that's
rather-
cooler about flying than driving
would you
is
like to be
it's
there
faster.
instantly or would
Yeah,
you like it to
right.
take hours?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh man, being able to teleport would be that's
Yeah,
that's
that's-
my ultimate superpower. Anytime someone's
be
like play the
insane.
superpower game,
man.
mine's always teleport.
Like, hey,
All
can
these
you come over?
exercise
Yeah,
ones are
whatever.
so
Because
lame.
teleport's also time travel
Yeah.
It's true.
to an extent.
But then also everyone expects you to be where they want you to be because you haven't really got an excuse.
they
No way.
Because you'd be like, hey,
I
can
totally have an excuse. The answer is I don't want to.
you come over?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
The answer's in I don't give a fuck.
It's called
you.
boundaries, Luke.
be like, oh,
Poor
Matt,
Luke,
can you come over?
teleporting
I can't.
everywhere.
Poor
Just
Luke.
constantly busy, of course.
Try to
Kevin
please
would be-
everyone. I'll be there now. Give me
Jesus.
5 seconds.
No fun. 5 seconds. They're like, what are you waiting for?
Oh.
Are you busy?
That would stress me. That would stress me out. I feel like I have to teleport everywhere to help somebody.
Thekman, 12.
Nope.
Fart burps or burp farts?
Oh.
I don't know.
Fart burps.
Yeah, I'd fart burps 100%. There's no negative to that.
My farts are
burps.
terrible.
Is that true?
Oh my god.
Your what?
My farts.
They're fucking
You're
awful.
just a stinky farter.
It's
Disgusting.
it's really bad.
So this one farts constantly.
Bad.
She's probably farted at least 7 or 8 times since we started this thing.
Yep.
But they've but they
That's
very
a perfect sound
rarely
effect for that.
they don't have much of a stink.
Mine are always silent and always terrible.
Yeah, so we have like
Are they
opposite farts.
frequent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So mine are
Think-
like pop, pop.
think of
Pinner.
the drive here,
Oh man.
and she'll just go, "I'm really sorry, but
I'm
I just farted,"
sorry.
and I just like
Roll down the window.
she used to open my window, so I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like it's coming across the car now,
Oh
and
no, you're getting sucked out, right?
yeah, open your window.
Yeah, they're bad. They're like eggy and terrible. It's better now that you would think it would be better now that I don't eat much dairy. But my guts are just cursed, I think. I think they just
Cursed
stink up the
guts.
inside.
It's protein stuff now.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, this
man.
one's absent for forwards. Absent forwards. Dill pickles for fingers and a mini gherkin for a cock. Or mini gherkin fingers and a dill pickle for a cock.
Gherkins are the
Gherkins
are
little
little
pickles that are like this long. So do I have my palm and just these little fucking baby toes hanging off
you
of
got-
it?
just like that.
Or a tiny dick?
I think mini gherkin fingers and a dill pickle cock, you could still make those little gherkin fingers
Yeah.
work.
I basically
Second
have
option.
those
So
gherkin.
like Jim
fingers
Abbott
now.
fucking pitched a no hitter with a
Cruise
weird
for
hand.
years.
Sorry, man, that's lost on me.
Jim Abbott was a baseball player. He's got a one of his hands is weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he ended up playing pro sports for a long time.
Wow.
He was a damn good pitcher. But I think it was like so like he would.
What?
So his left hand was all. I think it was a birth defect.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like he would leave his glove like resting on the little hand,
and then
and
I
so
think
he
I've
would
seen
throw
something.
and then put it back on. And if people ever hit it to him, he would catch, tuck his hand glove, pull the ball out,
Wow.
and throw. And he's fucking good.
Interesting.
Yeah, Jim Abbott.
Mike DeBowles.
Sex in
Sex.
front of friends or dine and dash at a donut shop? Do both.
both sounds fucking hilarious.
You can
Like,
do
are they-
both at a donut shop.
Yeah, fair.
What do you mean dining at a donut shop?
Dine
anyway?
and dash.
Dining?
Ooh,
So it's just saying like at a donut shop you would
you
Take
leave
the
without
donuts and
pain.
pay.
yeah, just
Yeah.
grab your food and fucking bail.
There's just donuts lying around to take.
Ooh.
No, like they hand you the donuts and you just fucking book it.
B-Rad Lane. Know when you die or how you die.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'll take Hal.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know.
I guess how, yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to know when.
Avoid that one thing for the rest.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Well, I
what
mean,
if they,
but like, look, it's coming.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
what's his face in Lost?
Never got into Lost.
yeah,
Just
we watched
laughing
a,
at the
we
next
started
one.
watching a little bit. Oh, Charlie.
Charlie knows that
Charlie.
he drowns.
Yeah,
But he doesn't know
Charlie
when.
knows that he's going to drown, but he doesn't know how. When? Sorry.
So
So does
then
he? How does he handle that
he just
knowledge?
accepts it. He like takes one for the team. And they're like, you know, you got to do this, or
He just goes and drowns.
and he goes, yeah,
So,
I'm
yeah, he-
saving everybody.
Yeah.
So whatever,
Uh,
it's fine, I guess.
Well, that wasn't part of the goddamn question. I'm
Oof.
all right. Meat missile 42. All right, let's do 3 more.
Punch a baby in the face or kick a baby in the
I'd
face.
fucking punt a kid.
Yeah. I love that these just aren't really that different. like, would
just-
you rather really hurt it this
Did you
way or
say
really hurt it this way?
Punt.
Oh,
Just fucking
Yeah.
drop boots.
kicks.
oh my gosh.
Spend a year in jail or stay in jail until you solve a Rubik's Cube? I bet I can fucking get this Rubik's Cube thing figured out pretty quick.
Oh fuck, not me.
You don't think you can solve a Rubik's Cube?
No,
Like, there's
In a year, you have a year. I mean, that's the time frame to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet I get
yeah.
a Rubik's Cube done in under a week.
I bet
And then
I'm
you-
sure I could solve it in under a year.
For sure.
Are you getting
There's an
special
algorithm to
privileges
it.
if you're on the Rubik's Cube? You're like,
I
oh,
think
it's the
I'd get
Rubik's,
frustrated.
Rubik's Cube guy over there. Just leave him be.
Like there's look if people
Leave it
compete
be.
in Rubik's Cube
Or you
if-
just like serious.
because people compete
I don't
in it,
know.
you can it's a skill, like it's just a math equation of like you know that you can get this to here by turning it this.
Like
I
maybe
only-
there's
I
a
only
gang in
passed
jail that
math
like
by
just
cheating.
is trying
So-
to steal your
Insane.
Rubik's Cube all the time and you have to protect
But you ever
it.
played like the Simon game? It's basically that with a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Pull my beard sent us one. What up, homie?
Oh,
so
no.
question
No, not do this.
question
Come
for this
on.
one
You blew
because do I get to take the dead dad card for that and just like pass that
Oh
question?
no.
Same.
Nice.
Let's
Sleep with your dad in your husband's
Let's
body.
not
I don't
do
even
this.
have a husband.
let's not do this.
Yeah, or-
It's never gonna
Moving
work.
on.
That's
Would I
it.
sleep with my dad in Bond's body? Man, that's a real bummer. Or
Hey,
sleep
son.
with Bonnie in my dad's body?
Whoa.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, my dad looks a lot like me, so it's just like a grosser version of me because he was fat and old. So that's better than banging my dad.
Well, my dad died when I was 4, so I feel like at first I'd be like, "Dad?"
Is there other things we could talk about?
Is there other things we could do?
That's so much
man.
to catch up on.
This can't be the most important thing you've come back for.
We gotta do this.
Oh,
It's just Luke inside of him. I think that would be so
man.
disappointing. No offense, but to be like,
I'd like to talk to my dad.
What if your dad's like, why did you bring me back for this? This is
he'd be so
I've
mad.
never met him.
Oh no.
No. This is terrible.
Oh, we can't end on that one.
That's a great one to end on.
All of the questions.
That's why I said go
Oh,
back
that's
up.
a fucking great one. That's a fucking great one, man. Yo, so you guys last year moved 12 times across the country.
Yeah.
16.
It had nothing to do with
Couple
me.
times a month we moved.
Yeah, COVID fucking rocked you guys as far as like work and life and moving.
Yeah, but you know, I like it because you get an excuse to see other places and really dive into, you know, the culture. Not that you'd really think that the culture of Pennsylvania versus Florida would be different, but it highly is. There's a lot of
Oh, I bet it's
I would
way
assume it was
different.
highly
very different.
entitled
Cool. Yeah.
people where we were living in Florida. It was really hard to make friends because if you grow up in the Midwest, you're not very similar to somebody who's just been on the beach their whole lives. You know,
Yeah.
Florida's
just-
its own brand of
it's-
odd, though.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
so strange.
Uh-huh.
Because like
It's
that's
like a
not the
melting
same
pot.
as the South.
no,
Like Florida's not the South.
No. It's like a melting pot of all the states.
Yeah.
Just thrown into one. And it's just
The weird parts.
the
yeah.
worst parts.
yeah, the strange part.
It's a really terrible soup. Like a
Yeah.
minestrone. Anyone who's ever tried to sell you on that at Olive Garden, suck my dick.
Fuck that. Give me the salad.
Yeah, I'll take a salad. Good old fashioned
yeah.
Olive Garden.
But we've enjoyed it because, you know, we were prepared to move again this year to California.
Whoa.
Oh really?
Yeah. Luke had a potential job offer and we were like, would we do that? Yeah. Who
Fuck
gives
yeah,
a
why
fuck?
not?
Because we're young enough to do that. We get to see other different places with each other. And it's not like we've, you know, bought property at this point or have like a child or
Also,
something.
even if you have,
yeah,
gives a
fuck-
shit, sell it.
Yeah.
Move on.
I really like that about us that we can just kind of go with the flow and
Hell yeah.
life's worth seeing.
So
Yeah.
settled in Pennsylvania for a minute then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes you more resilient, you know, that like whatever it's going to throw at you, you know that it's fine. And so like that just removes such like a level of anxiety and stress about going forward to be able to say like, we're fine.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. I think that was something that I was like really nervous of when we were living in Florida and obviously got offered the job in Penn State. It was like a bit of a scary thing to be like, hey, I know like we moved here or you, Maddy, moved to Florida to live with me. It's like, but now we're potentially going to move up north.
Yeah.
It's going to be freezing. And for me, it was a little bit worrying really to ask at the beginning, but I don't know. She's
Well, it's gotta
open
be
to go wherever. And I feel the same way. In my head, if I was willing to give everything up back in Wales and move out here, I don't really care what state I live in. As long as like I'm with people that make me feel good and I feel like I'm being productive and I feel like I have like a lot of self-worth and I'm doing something that I really enjoy, I don't really care. But then for me then, I was like, well, that's my mindset. And I don't really want to force that on somebody else.
Yeah, of course, right.
Sure.
And I think that's why, you know, we did so we did click so early because Maddy shares the same kind of mindset that I do, that, you know, it doesn't really matter where we're going to be. Like, what do you say normally? Like, we're always where...
I always say that we're always where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
yeah.
I fully believe that too.
And it's great because I feel like I put my all into supporting her, but I feel that from her a lot of the time, and I overthink those things. I'm like, oh fuck, she's gonna hate this now. Like, for example, I was offered a job to coach in LA for the new pro team, and the conversations that I had with the team were amazing. It sounded like an amazing opportunity, but obviously with the coronavirus, we were like stuck in limbo. And I was like, oh, this is like the worst. This is going to be awful. And I was like really like nervous to bring it up. And she's just like, fuck, let's just fucking go, whatever.
Right.
And we were like really open to the idea, but I feel like there was a lot of things that we hadn't tied up ourselves personally. And the team kind of had a few things that were uncertain. So for me to put everything in one basket and say like, being responsible for the move, to say like, hey, this is the reason why we're going. The reason you're now going to live in LA is
now we're going to
because
raise all of our expenses up drastically and move to this place.
And it was just like, it sounded perfect, but there was a lot of uncertainty, and I felt like I didn't really want to put us in that position. And I feel like we've like responded really well to that, right? So we're just like, well, we are where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it felt like we put more emphasis in ourselves rather than like looking for something else. Like, oh, this is where we need.
You know, like we talk about that same type of scenario. And like, I think I try to describe that as, it just seems that there's times where like the universe is it's just a little too much friction to get to that thing.
Yeah.
And like, maybe I should listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt so though.
Yeah. Well, and you guys will hear Luke's story tomorrow when you guys do your podcast, but he's got the best story and he's the best person I know.
I'm
He's very
always-
biased,
I'm
but
so fascinated by someone who leaves their fucking country to come and work. Like, cause that's like, I'm interested in living in another country, right? But I'm not chasing the Icelandic dream. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the idea of people moving to America to like, I can fucking make it.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Luke's the guy that, you know, took a chance on himself, and who the fuck am I to say you got to stop doing that?
Goddamn right.
Right.
Let's just be in support. That's just the beauty of like, that's support for your partner, right? Like we talk about it, and like, you know, for us, it's like, I fully trust that Bonnie, and since she's done pretty well in her goddamn life before I showed up, I would think that she's pretty good at making decisions for her and her best interest.
Right.
And so I trust her. So unless she's interested in my opinion, like, I got your back. If you feel this is the right fucking thing, I got your back.
Right.
And feels that way, you know, for each other. The nice part of like having that trust in each other at that level is like, it also gets to play the other way, so that like, because we don't meddle in each other's minor stuff. If the other person ever says something like, hey, this doesn't feel right, it's 100% listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, then I'm missing something.
Yeah, you're right. Let's talk about
Like,
it.
word. Catch me up on what I'm fucking up here. Because, you know, and that's, I think that matters with, you know, communication with your partner, that like being a fucking fan of your partner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be the supporter. You gotta believe in their dreams, and if you don't believe in their dreams, why the fuck are you with them? Like, what do you value about them that's really gonna take you further in your life? What's
Man,
the point?
hearing stories like that is so fucking tough, where you hear like, what was it? There was a question. Fuck, who was I talking to on here? But it was Andrew WK. I think I was talking to my buddy Zach. And there's an Andrew WK thing where someone asked him this question. This chick's like, you know, my boyfriend's playing music and I love him very much. But, you know, I'm interested in him taking his career more serious for our relationship and X, Y, and Z. And what is your recommendation? And he's like, I recommend you leave.
I agree. It's the
Right.
same
And he's like,
exact
how
advice I
fucking
give.
dare you tell him to not chase his dream?
You want him to go work for corporate so
Right.
you can feel comfortable?
And
Ugh.
like, yo, go fuck yourself, man.
Fuck you.
Fucking way.
No, don't believe in that at all.
All right, let's go ahead and take this in. Maddy, where can everyone find all your lovely things?
You can find me at Maddy Forberg. you can give me a follow. But also, I will also be having a podcast coming up, so go check out the Figuring It Out podcast. By this time. Maybe it'll be there. We'll have another Would You Rather.
I'm so
again.
pumped.
Hey. Thanks, guys.
Another would you rather? Oh, I'm not prepared for that already.
And the Lukey Lou?
You can find me on Lukey Lou 2.
And you do rugby coaching and things like that?
Yeah, so
He's a sexy ginger man with an accent. What more do you need?
personally, I didn't utilize social media as much as I know that I should have. That's probably stuff I will talk about tomorrow. But I feel like I've done like a few posts that are more so coaching and seen like a really cool return. I felt like
I think it's a really cool avenue to go into.
Yeah, and and it's not like, oh, look at me, this is what I'm doing. It's really cool to connect with people. Whereas I felt like before I was just kind of just posting random crap.
Yeah, of course, right? And like once you start looking at it as this is business, like it's a totally different tool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so like with that, especially for someone like you who's passionate about this sport, who's been a coach in it for so long, who has given a shit about his education in it, who's coached a variety of now teams and at different levels, and like you move to another country to pursue it. Like, yeah, you should be sharing that fucking knowledge.
Yeah. And that was the thing that my brother used to get annoyed at me, and I was kind of like, well, I felt like at the time I didn't really have time to do it. When I was studying over here, I did my master's degree, and I was working in an American top team. It was like crazy hours, and I used to look back and think, wow, that day was like insane. But I was happy to just like immerse myself in it and be like, wow, this is why I fucking moved here.
Yep.
And like days like this is why I give everything up, because like sometimes it's fucking shit. You're like, fuck, I wish I was back in the house or back home doing the same thing I was doing before. But then you realize, like, wow, this is why I give it all up. And I did this today, and this was fucking awesome. But I didn't like think this is what I should put on my social media. And I know it sounds stupid, but like, I was never thinking like that. And I've only just like put a little bit out there to see like what the response would be. And it's been really cool. It has been really cool because I feel like I'm not going like, oh, look at me. This is...
Yeah, I think it takes a minute to get over that, right? Like, I think there's a little bit of like imposter syndrome that everyone can get about like this, like, well, who the fuck am I to give rugby advice? Meanwhile, it's what you do for a living.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Like, you convince people to fucking give you money from a university and then like, I'm the fucking guy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like explaining it to other people who don't know shit about rugby makes you nervous.
Yeah,
like,
it's true. Like, I've just started talking on my stories, and I feel like such an, like you said, imposter.
Nah,
because some of my friends have messaged me and it's like support, but I'm like, oh fuck, does he actually think I'm an asshole now because I'm talking about it?
Dude, I feel the same way. I've always felt the same way about my lifting stuff, and especially like with Highland Games, because Highland Games is a weird fuck off sport. Like, it's not powerlifting, it's not this other stuff. Like, it's even still like as
a Celt, I respect it.
I don't like leading into the conversation of like, oh, he was a world champion at Highland Games. I'm like, they don't know what that is. Like,
he won it.
Yeah, he won the Highland Games. I'm like, that's one way to say it. Yeah, that part I like.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Man.
So.
But it's cool.
Anyway, you can follow Luke at Lukey Lou.
Lukey Lou 2, sorry about
Number
that.
2.
The 2.
Not TW.
I don't know who Lukey Lou 1 is or Lukey Lou
Fuck
on
that
your
guy.
own. I'm fucking watching you.
Yeah, I can't get Matt Vincent.
Lukey Lou 1, I'm fucking coming for you.
Who has Lukey Lou? Send that guy a DM.
I know. Or just plain Lukey Lou.
Can we try?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go that
Have
one.
you just tried Luke Lewis?
I could try that. But I feel like...
How dare you?
If I have to.
Fuck me, right?
But if I was going to... Serious question. If I was going to change my name, what would I change? What would you think I should change it to?
For me at this point now, the closer I can get to my actual name is what I want.
Yeah, we just do Luke Lewis. Yeah.
But there's 9 fucking bazillion people named Matt Vincent.
Maddy Forberg, baby.
I know, you've got it straight.
Yeah. Don't fuck around.
Do you have to
don't
have
even-
like a dot in it or anything?
Surely
my name.
no one
I
has your full
I don't
name.
know if my full name is taken on Instagram.
true.
I've
Yeah,
honestly
but
never
yours
looked
is
for
close
it.
enough too that it's still close enough to your name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But,
hate
like,
Matt Vincent.
Yeah.
I think that's very clever, though.
I think it works great. I
Super
do.
clever,
But
but
it's tough to search. Like, I was annoyed with the Rogan thing, how long it took him to find me.
That's true. I wouldn't
Oh,
have thought of
fuck,
that.
that does suck. That's the first time I saw it, and I was like, that fucking sucks.
and have you messaged the person that has Matt Vincent.
Yep. They don't respond.
Just no
what
response.
about putting the I hate at the end?
Matt Vincent, I hate. Like,
Yeah, I know. But, or just at Matt Vincent _hate.
That's not the worst plan.
No, there's no way it's taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
would imagine it's.
I'm going to make an account tonight.
You can sell it to me.
Oh, you were looking for it? Weird. Who would have thought that would have existed?
It's just a picture of you doing this as the profile.
With the ransom
In
note.
here. I'm
in
making
my
it under
studio.
the table right now.
There's one post. One
Yeah.
post with like
Yeah.
a ransom note. How much?
Yeah,
yeah. $1
Some
million for
arbitrary
this
amount
account.
of things.
Like Dr. Evil, like
Yeah, it's like I'll need 6 vintage Barbie dolls, 1 horsetail,
And 60% of your company.
yeah, and an eagle's beak.
Dwight Schrute.
And who are you?
I'm Bonnie Schroeder. You can find me at Bonschro, BONSCHRO.
Thank you guys for listening to our first 4-way yelling match. And that's it. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.